Welcome to the April Sings a Lot podcast. My name is April, and as you might imagine, I sing a lot. In this episode, I'm sharing an excerpt from a live event where I use Sing Along Switch, a combination of singing with emotional freedom technique, sometimes called tapping. If you're new to tapping or you would like a refresher on the meridian points that we use to tap on, head over to aprilsingsalot.com for a helpful visual. Let's get to the episode. This morning, the live event I titled Releasing Regret, because this is a time of year when a lot of times people are trying to make plans for the new year and they want everything to be different or better or whatever, without releasing any regret you might have about the way things have gone. So I think that's an important step before you build a foundation for the new year, is to release anything that you might be holding on to from this year that you don't want to bring into the new year. And a lot of times that starts with naming it. So that's going to be our first step this morning, is just to think about those things that you might want to release from either this, whole year, or just maybe some things from this season that you're like, I don't want to carry this into the next phase of my life. But before we get there, I've gotten ahead of myself. Let me introduce myself. My name is April. I am a mom, a musician, and a military veteran, and I'm joining you today from the U.S. in Louisiana, near New Orleans. And you can probably hear in my voice I'm a little bit congested and dealing with some allergy issues. But I'm happy to be here, and we're going to do a little singing and tapping to release some of those regrets that I mentioned, that I talked about. And I actually just heard our son is already awake and doing his thing in the other part of the house. It doesn't matter what time of day I do these things. If he is in the house, there's always a possibility that we're going to be interrupted. So there's that. My shirt says, "Love the journey." Love the journey, yep. And it was intentional that I wore this because so many times I know I get trapped in that cycle of, when I get to this point, then I'll be happy, or when I reach this goal, then I'll be happy. And in reality, what we need is just to learn to be happy where we are. And that's easier said than done. So that's why we're here, right? The way that I am going to lead us in releasing regret and accepting where we are today is using a technique called Sing Along Switch. And that is a combination of tapping and singing. Singing, I'm going to go ahead and assume that you've done before. And tapping might be something a little bit new for you. Tapping is a way of releasing stuck energy in our bodies and just moving things through that might be stuck in different places in our bodies. So if you feel comfortable and you want to try it, tap along where I tap as we go. I will say, when we start, I'm going to start with identifying and naming these more heavy emotions that you've identified that you're feeling. And so while we will definitely end this session on a high note, we will not go to the depths of the feelings of grief and sadness and then not come back up. I promise that. So stick with this for the entire time. I plan to go for 30 minutes, maybe not even, so between 20 and 30 minutes. So stick with this, because I I want us to name what's happening and deeply feel it, but then I'm not gonna leave you there. So stick with it for the whole time though, because I would hate for us to like get deep into the naming of the grief and sadness and then not get to that place of hope and peace. Okay, so I wish I could like do a little handshake. That's what I do with our preschooler now. I'm like, deal, like, so let's shake on it. Stick with this. And it might get a little uncomfortable and hard, but I promise that we'll also come back up. And a lot of times, I know I do the same thing. I make the mistake of thinking like, if I just ignore it, it'll go away, or I'll stop feeling this if I don't talk about it. And that, I think we can all attest to the fact that that's not actually the truth. That doesn't happen. It just festers and it gets even heavier in our souls and our spirits. So each of these phrases I'm going to sing, and then I will repeat the phrase so that you can sing as well. And I invite you to just feel it as deeply as you can as we're doing this. Even closing your eyes sometimes if you want to. Certainly sing if you can, tap if you can. Both of those are going to elevate the experience. I know it's tempting to like sit back, relax, and just let the music flow over you. But the more you participate, the bigger the benefit you will feel. So I encourage you to sing, especially because your voice is so important for you to hear. It is absolutely the most powerful voice that you can hear is your own. So I encourage you to use your voice if at all possible. I mentioned that I'm dealing with some congestion and sinus issues. I thought last night I was just not feeling well, and I'm like, man, it's not going to be my best. I'm not going to like sound like I usually do. And I made the decision to come and do this because A, I know we need it, and B, it's important for us to show up, not necessarily to need to be perfect, but to show up as we are and bring what we have, give what we have so that we can help and support each other. So I encourage you, like I'm coming as I am, and I encourage you to do the same, okay? All right, so we're gonna start with the phrase, when in the hours of lonely woe. All right, we're gonna start tapping up here. When in the hours of lonely woe, when in the hours of lonely woe, I give my sorrow leave to flow. I give my sorrow leave to flow. Anxious fear and dark distrust. Anxious fear and dark distrust weigh down my spirits to the dust. Weigh down my spirits to the dust. Not even friendship's gentle aid, not even friendship's gentle aid can heal the wounds the world has made. Can heal the wounds the world has made. It feels like every rising sigh. It feels like every rising sigh may overwhelm me in the night, may overwhelm me in the night. I'm in an hour of lonely woe. I'm in an hour of lonely woe. I give my sorrows leave to flow. I give my sorrows leave to flow. Heavy fear and dark distrust. Heavy fear and dark distrust weigh down my spirits to the dust. Weigh down my spirits to the dust. Not even friendship's gentle aid, not even friendship's gentle aid can heal the wounds the world has made, can heal the wounds the world has made. It feels like every rising sigh. It feels like every rising sigh could overwhelm me in the night, could overwhelm me in the night. I'm going to move to our next, we're going to steadily climb to a little bit more of a place of acceptance and peace. And then we'll end with something about acceptance. So let's start together with the phrase, "My purpose is an unfolding scroll." And the rest of these lyrics, I'll just go ahead and read them. So fill with patience, O my soul. My way is sure with measured beat. Purpose grows stronger in the heat. Fulfillment comes with steady gain, worth the investment and the pain. With awesome work and friendships dear, comes triumph over trials and fear. My purpose is an unfolding scroll. My purpose is an unfolding scroll. So fill with patience, O my soul. So fill with patience, O my soul. My way is sure with measured beat. My way is sure with measured beat. Purpose grows stronger in the heat. Purpose grows stronger in the heat. Fulfillment comes with steady gain. Fulfillment comes with steady gain. Worth the investment and the pain. Worth the investment and the pain. With awesome work and friendships dear. With awesome work and friendships dear. Comes triumph over trials and fear. Comes triumph over trials and fear. Peace, peace, wonderful peace. Peace, peace, wonderful peace. Coming down from the heavens above. Coming down from the heavens above. Sweep over my spirit, forever I pray. Sweep over my spirit, forever I pray. In fathomless billows of love. In fathomless billows of love. All right. We have time for one more. Let's close. We're going to do tapping and singing on the phrase, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I find this to be just a wonderful way to bring our session to a close, to help us to feel loved and accepted as we are. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. 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 All right. Well, I can feel that my voice is needing needing a break. Thanks so much, y'all, and I will see you again.
This episode was an excerpt from a live event. If you want to book a session, join the waitlist, or see a visual of the tapping points, head over to aprilsingsalot.com. I'll see you there.